winning's becoming a bit of a habit.
Yeah, but the games are coming thick and fast, aren't they? And like you say, one game ends on Saturday. Brilliant feeling, brilliant result, loads to reflect on, good, bad, pick stuff apart. And then another game comes, and then you're looking ahead to Saturday, and just got to get ready to do it again. So yeah, it's a great habit to be in, but you got to make sure you go and back it up, and that's what I'm learning. So when we've not been great, don't get too carried away in terms of results. When we've had a brilliant run, brilliant 10, 14 days, however long it is, really good to get another home win, but we've got to focus on the next one, because thick and fast is like a nonsense phrase. They are thicker and faster than ever that we are. Saturday again, and then we're Tuesday, and then we're Saturday, we're on the road again Saturday. So it's going to be tough, but I'd certainly rather be enjoying this busy spell with picking up 3 points, you're right, but my focus really is on the game on Saturday now.
Your thoughts on the game tonight?
Really, really good without the ball. Really, really good. Don't have to chase. Played a very, very good footballing team. They've got some of the best players in the league. That's a fact. And you can look at league tables and this, that and the other. No, you play teams in certain moments. They're very good with the ball. They build pressure, they build control. They really control a game. And we limited that control to probably the first 2/3 of the pitch, that we were quite comfortable defending our own third. However, that said, I don't think we posed enough of a threat for 45 minutes. So a little bit of work at half time. Had to improve from throw-in situations. If you look, we didn't build control from our throw-ins the way that we'd like to. Needed to make sure that we defended throw-ins properly, and people think that means throw-ins into the box. No, just mean moments where I thought they were switching on us a little bit too easy, and also allow us to get better pressure on the ball. So in the first half, we were trying to engage what was their back three with our front two. Made a little tweak as to how we could do that differently in the second half. But then you score, really good moment, red card changes the game again, and I think it's rubbish, isn't it? But it's hard to play against 10 men. And then they
had their best spell with 10 men.
Yeah, and there's almost a freedom to them. And because you're off shape and you've got the extra man, you need to know how to use the extra man, because ultimately if he's just a spare, you're playing 10v10. So we had a little tweak again, assigning roles and responsibilities, but I thought we finished the game very well. Again, massive compliments to the players, physical aspect, fit, strong, powerful. People go, oh, the reason we score so many late goals must be a physical thing, as well as its mentality. So really pleased to have done the double with 2-0 wins over my tip to finish in the top 3 at the start of the season. Really, really talented team, good players, massive club, management team that got a lot of respect for. That's probably something to reflect on, but what's the point? Playing Leamington on Saturday, and there's going to be another 3 points up for grabs, so we're going to have to try and get that. So, and that'll come around. It already feels like Saturday now.
Tonight's results in the book, it's gone. You looked, as you say, towards Leamington, and you're pushing for that top spot at the moment as well.
Cool.
Leamington, a different proposition than Kidderminster. Again, of a manager that's been there for years. He knows this league particularly well, and he always puts a competitive side out, doesn't he?
Yeah, they've had some decent results in the recent weeks as well. Obviously pegged us back here. It's going to be a different type of test. That'd be if someone were to ask me about the biggest learning experience this season about this level and what's unique to this level, it's the unique nature of some of the challenges. So you go to Alfreton and you get a particular challenge, and you play Kidderminster, who pose the polar opposite in terms of styles. Going to Leamington will pose a challenge different than perhaps going to Blythe does in a few weeks, and Darlington. And it's about being yourselves and having your own identity, but part of that identity to be really adaptable and be able to acquit yourselves in those situations. So really happy. I just think the biggest point to make has to be to reflect how demanding this schedule has been on this group of players, to be 36 games in, to have achieved a terrific points target from that group. I mean, we've had 16 points from the last 18 available in response to a defeat as well. That's the other thing. For them to be doing what they're doing is fantastic for the football club. To hear the noise around the ground, to have another 2,000 plus gate this time on a Tuesday night, just really, really proud of the players. And I think it can come across as it can be simple. It can be a simple game, football, and it can appear a simple game. It's not easy. and the players are out there delivering physically, doing what they're doing, but their commitment and ultimately their contribution to the season so far really needs recognising. And I think it's, like you say, winning's becoming a habit. Also need to reflect on, I can't say about last season, I get hammered every time that I do, but what the group of players have done is tremendous. And to see the bond that they've set up with the supporters, that's as big a win as any this season. To see what they're doing at, like you say, the right end of the table, they're terrific. I'm delighted to work with them. And I think it's important every time I come out, I want to reflect on how well they've done. And I hope I'll do the same next time we get a result that doesn't go our way, that it'll be not what we want in the book, but certainly a part of our journey.
And you're tweaking the team each game at the moment as well, or it appears you're tweaking the team as well. Hayward in tonight, etc., etc.
Yeah, you've got to use your squad. There's strengths to naming an unchanged team, but there's also, it creates some vulnerabilities and some areas you want to do better. Thought the lads that came in were terrific. Harrison Burke's been out for a long time and he gets a clean sheet. I thought he was immense, and I've missed that. He loves it. He loves his contribution, being able to contribute, and sort of miss seeing him at full time, having got a clean sheet, something to smile about. Ollie Hayward came in, another clean sheet, been involved in so many. And I thought Ewan Murray was terrific as well. I thought the energy and the endeavour that he brings to the table. There's 3 changes that have come in, by the way, for 3 players that have done very well. 2 of those players that have come out, 1 forced, very, very experienced. Liam Edwards, Alex Brown, Rhys Hughes. Might be someone else's go on Saturday. We've got to use the group. We've talked a lot around needing everyone, and we really do. And it becomes a little bit, not so much a cliche, but does it become a bit buzzwordy? And right, we've got the lads on the pitch that need to contribute in the here and now, and we need the lads on the bench ready to contribute, probably only as good as the lads in the stand in terms of attitude and mentality, and needing everyone to want the same thing, not just while you're out there on the pitch. But then it's that unity and togetherness that have hammered it since May, that we need around the club. I can see that now. I can feel it. I'm drowning in the positivity that everyone around the club's producing, and it is just really, really special to be a part of at the moment. And I know how quickly it changes as well, but everyone's playing the part, and that is on the pitch. Yeah, that is the people around the club. It's terrific, and it's how this club can thrive, is with that mentality of this is us. We've all got a part to play, whether you've got a kit on with a number on the back, or whether it's you in the stands not involved, whether it's the supporters. They've been terrific, so it's a terrific feeling. But when we wake up tomorrow morning, it is going to be about thinking about Leamington.
It's preparation time.
Yeah, and there's a lot of that the days of the week are irrelevant. You almost lose sight and go, right, it's match day +1, now we've got to look after the players, and then how do we look ahead to the next game and physically get them in the right condition. Some of them are out on the feet in the right way, but delighted for the contribution. It's to play your small part in what is something that's growing, developing and evolving. I would say we're well ahead of schedule, I think, from where people saw where we might go, but there is a group that are evolving and developing a young. You've seen the age of the back 4 tonight, and you see them to be able to keep clean sheets against really, really talented players
and experienced players as well.
Yeah, they won't get any worse. We'll improve and improve, but we've got an opportunity to get somewhere in the here and now. I know what's required, and what's required is go home, try and sleep, think about Leamington, think about what we need to do, repeat, and keep doing the right things game to game.
And keep everybody's feet on the ground.
Yeah, I think that's easy, isn't it? I don't think anyone gets carried away. I just reflect on the position that we started the season and what we might try and do over a 2-year journey. Ultimate aim is promotion, because we're Chester Football Club and we're going to have a right go, whether it is the FA Cup, the FA Trophy, the league. That's what we do. But there was I don't want to use that phrase, become a bit of a rubbish management phrase. There is a journey that we're on that we believe can end in something really, really good over a period of time. But a lot had to change and a lot had to get put in place from May. It isn't a click your fingers and that's where we go, we're a big club, where do we go forward? No, we don't. Delighted with the progress that's been made, well aware of how we can be better in the first half of games, second half of games, home, away, but also take a minute to be in the here and now and go, this was a mammoth job, not for me, but for the players, for everyone involved, to turn around a 16th place finish to, you were talking about the top of the league before, that's incredible. But see you at Leamington.
Calum, thanks for talking to us.
Brilliant. Cheers, man.
Thanks, Calum.